I think it'll tell us when we're live.
Oh,
Meeting
yeah, it
is now.
says it's
Oh, we
you.
are live. Okay. Takes
Nice.
a moment sometimes. So we are now live with the awesome Ayikaile Davies, who's a graduate of Ninja Foundations. And I'm loving that background sign. I did not pay her, but that is so awesome. So uh, I want you to take it away. Tell us about you before, life before, and tell us a little bit about your background and what you knew about trading, and then coming through the foundations, and then on the other side. So take it
Nice.
away, Aikale.
Yes. So I just wanted to celebrate you to start. And I do love Ninja Foundations. When I
That's
started
awesome.
out back in March, I knew nothing about trading options. My background is in finance, so I knew what an option was by definition, but I've never actually, traded an option. The most I've done is just traded stocks, right?
Okay.
So my background, like I said, is in finance. I owned a tax practice for 12 years and decided to transition into financial coaching. And along that journey is when we met and
Yep.
actually went through, a business success program. And after that, it's like doing the transition and growing a business. There's always answering that question: how do you sustain, your finances to support your lifestyle as you're
Mhm.
doing whatever you're doing business wise?
Yep.
So I had learned about you, your offer, and I actually fell in love with your mission of financing our dreams by taking it out of the markets, right?
Yep.
And I know that you don't even have to do this because you're like a master trader. So it's like the fact that you lend your time to share your mastery to us. When I met and decided in March that, you know what, I want this as an additional, source of income.
Yep.
And it's, location independent. And I just saw it as low hanging fruit. It's
Yep.
now that coming through the Ninja Foundations, it is $1 million skill.
Yes.
So to me, it was just a no brainer that this can be in my arsenal
Mhm.
of sources of income as I grow my business. So I came in March, didn't know anything. I mean, I didn't know what a candle was, didn't know what fibs were, but I just dived right in. I went full immersion. I kind of toned down other things that were going on in my life so that I could absorb everything.
Mhm.
And I have to say, the community, it's just so
Yeah.
tremendous that it's like a global community you created. Like there's so many people from different backgrounds, and it's like we're all in it together, learning
Yeah.
and growing. So it's just been a joy.
Nice. Awesome. I love how you talk about it's really independent.
Right.
Like you can be anywhere. I mean, I'm over here in the UK, right? You can be anywhere as long as you have reliable high speed internet. I always say reliable, drives some people crazy, but
Right.
you have to have reliable high speed. Like the place that I'm at, it has 900 megabits per second. And yeah, I'm going, I needed that. But it
Yeah.
doesn't, it's not dependent on your location. You go anywhere in the world, as long as you have high speed internet, you're good. You can be on the beach in the Maldives, you can go wherever you want, right?
Right.
And I love that you were in finance, right? I come from a financial background as well in real estate and training, but
Yeah.
not, back in the day, learning to trade was a completely different animal. I
Right.
have people come in who are investment bankers who come through my program, and even what they know is completely irrelevant for the
Right.
most part to what we do,
Right.
right? And like you said, that low hanging fruit is exactly this is a no brainer, right?
Yeah.
This is just a no brainer. Like you see $1,000, you take it. You see $100, you take it. It's just
Yeah.
low hanging fruit waiting for you to choose, right? The strategy is simple, it's powerful, it never changes,
Yeah.
right? And so you come in 5 years from now, it's still going to be the same. Doesn't matter, right? But
Right.
your ability to take it, and you're a pretty busy woman, right? So you to put just sort of set aside that time to take a semester is
Yes.
basically what it is. So you went in for a semester in an Ivy League education for $1 million skill. I love how you put that because that's exactly what it is. So some people have said to me, 10K, that's a lot of money. It's like, you're about to learn how to take $1 million out of the market. Let's
Yeah,
do the ROI there.
right. It's a no-brainer. Yeah.
It's a no-brainer, right? So I'll let you continue telling us your story and about your journey.
Yeah, so when I entered the foundations, I just immediately went in. You made the modules so simple to go through. And I love how you have the approach of not adding a whole bunch of stuff to overwhelm.
Right.
If anything, you do the opposite and just give us the minimal, viable item that we
Yep.
need to move forward to the next step.
Less is
And
more.
less is
Less
more.
is more. You
Right.
don't need a whole bunch of noise,
Right.
right? Even on our trading charts, right? They're so basic. It's just, you don't
Yeah.
need 17 indicators on a chart to tell you 17 times the same information. Just,
Right.
right. Nice.
Yeah. So that was very helpful to do the modules. Then getting into the live room, like that's where all the action and magic happens. And
Yes.
you take, theory to practice. And I'm so happy I took advantage of just getting out there and just like not feeling comfortable at first, but after I was in the environment, like I would just ask questions, even if I felt like, oh my God, why am I asking this silly question? Nothing was a silly question.
Right.
So the environment was created where I felt 100% safe to
Yep.
fall and fall and fall because it was a brand new skill. So
Yep.
I remember I had to adjust my expectations of instead of trying to run right away, I did have to, reel it back and say, look, I got to crawl first, then walk,
Yep.
then run. And a lot of things in our live session first to, it's good to, like you say, take up the bat and swing, but also learn from the lessons every time I fell.
Yes. Yes.
And
yeah. So you're not picking up the bat and swinging blindly.
right.
You got your journal, right? It's a very good point. It's like, what you're doing, you see what you're doing, and you learn from it, right? You do your analysis every week and you look at it and go, okay, what works and what doesn't? We always know what works when we ask, right? Following the strategy. That always works.
It always
Having
works.
the proper mindset, focus, discipline, patience, that always works.
Right.
What doesn't work? Being greedy. What doesn't work? Like, what are some of the things for you that you saw worked, and what are some of the things that you found didn't work?
So what worked was trusting the strategy, and when getting into the trade, not second guessing, the decisions made to get in or get out. So trusting the strategy. I'd say above anything else, because it's pretty simple. And also reviewing my journal so that I can be in that process of refinement, because whether I'm doing good or not, I need to know what works and doesn't work so I can actually implement the corrections. So that works. Where I am still today is I didn't realize I had FOMO. I didn't realize I had this greed or just anxiousness to be in, so I know that those are things I'm still working on today. But I can confidently say that I no longer overtrade. I no longer revenge trade. I no longer, those were two big ones for me. Because when I started out and I would lose, I would like get right back in. I like, I'm going to avenge this, downturn,
How dare you take my money?
How dare you take my money?
And then it slaps you again and take more.
Yeah, big time. And then sometimes I look at my journals, Dorothy, and like we had an agreement, like I'm supposed to be doing, let's say, 1 trade a day. I'd see like 4. And it's almost like, I didn't realize it until I did my journal review. Like, what the heck was I doing 4 trades in a day when my trading plan said 1, So the good thing is I'm 100% like have that nipped in the bud. I don't do that.
Good.
Anymore.
Excellent.
So
Excellent.
that I feel like such progression from not knowing anything to having the stumbles to now being in that refinement and loving this refinement process where every trade I get better and better.
Beautiful. It's okay to take 4 trades later on, but when you're learning, no, it's I can't tell you not to, but
Right,
here's what I would do. I
right,
wouldn't be taking 4 trades if you're not confident and competent yet,
right,
right? There's a way to do it. So you're
right.
not just sort of diving out there. And for some people who are trading out there, like when I started, we were trading 20, 30, 40 trades a day. And
Mm,
it was insane. It was pure gambling. They had no idea what they were doing.
right.
And I was following along. And I'm like, you guys, when I say to you, only take one, I know you're seeing 4 or 5 on the board every day, hit the target. And
Yeah.
I know it's tempting
Yes.
as you're learning and building your skill set, as you're getting this in your DNA, because in comes your mindset, right?
Mhm.
And which brings me to like, what would you say for you were some of the things that got in your way aside from greed or revenge trading? Was
Yeah,
there anything else that got in your way that had nothing to do with the strategy, right? Because the
right.
strategy is what it is. It never changes. It works 99.9% of the time, almost 100% of the time, no matter the direction. But something else comes into play, right?
Yes. So for me, probably the number one thing is the patience factor.
Mm-hmm.
And when I first decided to join, I had, of course, high expectations, as we all do in this, superstar community. And I see you hitting 1,000 a day, and I want to be there yesterday. You know what I mean? So that's really
Yes.
it. It's just really adjusting my expectation, not just like having that expectation, but knowing it's not going to happen overnight. And the
Right.
more I push it in that direction to happen over the night, the more I fall harder.
Yeah.
And the thing I love about trading, I tend to be someone who is more, oh my God, let's get it going. I can be more anxious, but
Yep.
the gift in trading is I get immediate feedback. And I love that I get that immediate feedback that puts me back in control to say, okay, I recognize I did that. Now let me correct it and, do it better next time. So I
Yes.
love that I can use the fact that I want to advance so quickly and get the
Mhm.
feedback that maybe I pushed too hard and, to slow it back down so that I have that control of my emotions, of my plan. I trust
Mhm.
my plan, I trust the strategy, and
Yeah.
I'm going to let it unfold in the time that it needs to unfold.
Yes. Patience and give yourself some grace. And
Right.
you're learning this very powerful skill. And I love how you said it's like you want to run. You look at it, it's like you want to run.
Right.
It's
I
like,
know.
no, 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 you can't. You're just learning how to crawl. Don't, you're going to be able to run. You're going to
I
be
know.
brilliant at it. But right
Yeah.
now, just go easy, go slow, take your time, let yourself learn the skill. It's like give yourself some grace. Sometimes as adults, because we are masters in different areas of our lives, we want to come into the market and think we're just going to master it.
Right.
It's like,
It's true. Mhm.
market is designed to beast slap you
Right.
if you don't know what you're doing, right? And so you've got to be respectful. And it's very humbling. It
Right.
can be with the markets. So you have to respect the markets and
Mhm.
understand there's unlimited abundance there, right? This is ridiculous. Like $1 million is not a lot of money in the markets, right?
Right.
But it's a lot of money for the average person.
Right.
And so to know that you now got this skill that you're going to have for the rest of your life, no matter what happens, you will always have this skill set. And anytime you choose, you go in the markets and go take some money. It's like you going on vacation, go, let's see how much is it going to cost. How many trades is that going to be? Right? You
Right.
need whatever you need. You want to buy a car, go in the market. What? How many trades is it going to be? It's like, okay, that's going to be 5 trades. Okay. Right. It's
Yes.
so ridiculously easy, simple, and it's easy. Most things are simple but not easy. But I think what we do is simple and it's easy, as long as you are open and coachable and you don't stay positioned or stuck in the way you see it, because we know, right, when what comes up for you isn't just about trading.
Mhm.
Trading's where you get some instant feedback, right? When you're in the right frame of mind, you can hit it. When you are not, you can lose. And it has nothing to do with the setup. It's who's the you that's looking at that screen, who's the you that's trading that trade, right? But the other part of that is when you look in your life, it's like, okay, where else is this showing up in my life? Am I doing this anywhere else? Am I behaving this way anywhere else? Have you found that that's transferred over to other areas?
For sure, for sure.
Yeah,
It
it's interesting.
yes.
Yeah,
And it
good.
allows me to look and ask that question as a
Mhm.
minimum, just to say, where else may I be doing this?
Yes.
And I've experienced the same thing. Like I said, I'm transitioning into different business ventures, and I do approach it like that too. I want to be, successful overnight. And
Yep.
I'm happy to just have the awareness when those emotions pop up of anxiousness, of, rushing.
Mhm.
And I am so much better able to just acknowledge them, let them come through me, and just say, oh, I see you,
Yep.
And I mean, I want to be there yesterday like anyone else. But the beauty is, I do respect the journey. And it's one thing
Mhm.
you said too that I've been practicing is giving myself grace.
Mhm.
I even wanted to find out if I should be a good fit for this interview. Like, I'll share that to just be transparent.
Right.
Because as of
Because if
today,
you're on
yeah,
your journey, right, you're batting what, 50% right now.
50% right
And
now.
you know
And
what?
I'm
It's a journey. It
right.
is a journey. There's no perfection, right? You're going to get to where you want to get to when you
Yeah.
get there, and you want to look at it and go, that's what sort of most traders who are really good, like master traders out there, bat about 50%.
Mm,
And then some of them give that back.
mhm,
It's like, so you're learning to bat your bat and keep that money and continue to evolve, so to speak, and continue to strengthen your skill set, right? And
right.
so I want people to understand that it's like there's no perfection, there's
Mm,
only progress, and
yes.
you're going to get to where you want to get to when you want to get there. And it's not going to be yesterday on your time. It's going to be on God's time or the universe's time or Betty or Susan or Allah or whatever you call that higher power. It's on the universe's time. And it's, the other thing you said was it's another source for you, right? It's
Yeah.
another source of income. It's another business project, right? It's like
Mhm.
this is not the only source, but this is a pretty powerful one,
It is.
and you can be in and out in a trade. I mean, yesterday I took Netflix, and the minute I took it, seconds later, I was already up over $1,000. And I'm going, this is, but in the ninja room, this is not a big deal. To most people, like even making a couple $100, you sneeze and you make $100. It's in the ninja room,
Yes.
right? And I'll take $100. I'll take it. I'm not gonna leave it go wait. I'll wait for 10,000. No, if you see $100 bill on the street, you see a $20 bill, you're gonna wait and look at it and go, I think I'll wait while the wind's blowing it away. No, you're gonna pick it up and put it in
Take
your
it.
pocket and
Take
go to
it.
Starbucks and buy a coffee because that's all you can get with it. But
Yes. Yes.
but the thing is, it is a journey and you are on that journey.
Mhm.
And, everybody's in where they are. Like some people think they need to come in and get it right away. It's like, oh, I only got 3 months or I only have 12 weeks. And, it's like you're going to get what you need to get when you get it.
Mhm.
And you'll hear some of the recordings, right? Nothing ever changes. I have people right now coming back going, I'm just getting what you said to me a year ago. Like it's just clicking.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, good. I said it 100 times, but if they, for some reason, they weren't ready to hear it,
No,
right?
I love that you have all the recordings, because I just still immerse myself in every recording, and I just replay it, listen to the ones that are saved, and there's something new that I do pick up every time,
Yep.
to just enhance and improve my next trade. And giving myself grace, like you said, that has been major, because I'm one to usually look at the gap in terms of like where I'm trying to go and I'm not there yet, but I've really practiced focusing on all the progress that I've already made, like even just
Excellent.
making the decision to be here
Yep.
and deciding that this is successful right now as it is,
Yep.
because I just decided that it is. And my results do show it. I mean, even with my 50%, I know that the first time I expressed that to you, I was beating myself up about it. And you allowed me to see, wow, like you're starting out and you're at 50%, So look at the
Right.
journey ahead, put my focus where it needs to be, and really add my energy and attention to where I'm going.
Yes.
So that has been very powerful. And like I said, the support of like Cleo, Yalit, I even watch all the videos Yalit posts, like the motivational
Nice.
videos every day. Just immersing myself in this journey has just been life-changing. So thank you.
Yeah, thank you. I mean, it's always awesome for me to see folks coming in like you who come in and like have no idea
Mhm.
to, oh my God, not only do I now have an idea, but I now have a skill. Like this is a skill set
So,
that I now have, can never be taken from you. You've got it for the rest of your life. You can only build on it from here, right? But you've got the strategy down. You can look at a chart and immediately those first 4 questions on the 5 minute, you see it.
yeah,
You don't even really have to ask it anymore, right?
no.
You look at the chart, you see the setup. So I mean, you already know ahead of time whether or not you even need to go further and find the hidden resistance or the hidden support. And when you go find that, it's like, what's that like, knowing how to find these hidden levels where the price itself can reverse? This is
Yes, when I draw, our
your
whole
fence. Yep.
setup process, and it respects what I drew over and
Yep.
over and over again, it is very powerful, and it builds my confidence to
Yes.
see that happen and know that I can study this. And like you showed us how to even study our past, and I do that a lot now too, is going back and reviewing the tickers that I'm focusing on.
Mhm.
So it's like I can add so much attention to improving that it's crazy. Like a lot of other sources of income are dependent on other people,
Mhm.
where I love this, where it's like me and the markets, my computer screen, let's go. I
Yep.
kind of love that feeling about this in particular as
Yes.
a source of moving my finances ahead as well.
Yes. But knowing when to enter a trade
Mhm.
as like the foundation, the fundamental is absolutely imperative. Like most people out there they have no idea. They have a lot of people I've talked to, some of you in this Facebook group who I've talked to, and you're just like, you know what, I don't really have a strategy, or I just don't know when to enter.
Mhm.
Well, yeah, that's the magic sauce right there.
It's
That
right
is the
there.
$1 million move right there.
It
And
is. Mhm.
what you guys get is you know exactly where to enter. You know whether it's time to enter or not, right? It's not just where to enter, but whether it's the right time. Because one of the things we do brilliantly, right, is timing our entries. You're going to make or break that trade on your entry. You're going to win or lose on your entry. If you try to get in too early, then you might not, it might turn around. If you chase it and it's coming into resistance, right? But you can look at the chart and go, yep, it's not time. It's
Yeah.
just as important to know that as to know when it is time to get in,
Mhm.
right? And so with the ninja strategy, you're able to look at that chart. Like, how long does it take you from the time you look at a chart to know whether or not it's even set up? How long would you?
Instantly. It's instant.
Instantly.
It's instant. Yeah.
Right now, when you first started, it wasn't, right, because you had to ask the questions, you had to think about it's like learning how to drive, right?
Yes.
And then when you look at an options chain, how long does it take you to know which one of those options will be the right option for you that's going to be profitable?
Let's say 1 second.
1 second.
like,
Right
like,
now, hold on, I'm going to
like
show.
I can literally just, yeah.
I'm just going to show what an option chain looks like for those people who don't know. Hold on, and let's put it on all so people can see it. Right, and this is only a monthly option chain right here. This is not even, this is just 1 month. This is one expiration date, right? This is
Right.
not, this is, but to be able to look at all of these numbers, and if you're looking at puts, you can zoom in a second to know which one it's time, which option is going to pay me, and it's not, oh, which one's the cheapest.
No.
Now, like, you can look at the open interest, you can look at the delta, the theta, like that.
Mhm.
I mean, that information is priceless, really.
Right.
Would you say?
Yes.
I mean, to be able to just to know it. Yeah.
Just to know it, but really the priceless part is getting access to watching you trade, because there's a lot of nuance that, like, you just drop something, it's like, oh yeah, that too. I mean, the strategy
Yeah.
is fundamental, but learning, directly from someone who's mastered it too
Yeah.
is a big part of that foundations environment is we see
Yeah.
you getting in and out of trades also. So that's a
Right.
big
It's been really fun. I mean, when I'm with folks, and this week I was just like, okay, everybody, just do what I do. Don't do what I do, but just do what I watch.
do it,
With some
yeah.
of the newer folks, right? Okay, watch this. And I can't tell you legally to just mirror me, but just watch what I do. And so I'm not saying, hey, guess what? I made $5 million 7 years ago, and let me show you how I did it. No, let me show you how to get to $1 million right now in this trade, in this moment, in this day, in this session. It's not based on something that happened a long time ago. It's day by day by day, right? And everybody, it was so fun because everybody in the room was smashing their targets. They just were doing what I was doing. I'm like, okay, I'm going to feed you right now, but I want you to be able to feed yourselves. So, all right, everybody, let's just get paid.
Yeah.
Go in here and take 1 or 2 trades every day. And let's just get paid. And it's just so fun seeing everybody like, hitting their targets. But it was helpful for them because as I'm doing what I'm doing, as you know, I'm thinking out loud. And there's a reason why I do what I do. There is a technical reason that I don't just randomly do things. There's no gambling, right? Guesswork, luck. There is pure strategy. And every time I answer a question, right, and some of the guys are funny, like they'll ask the same question a lot and it's a different answer. I mean, it's the same answer, but they're looking for a different answer. And I'm like, no matter how many ways you ask, the answer's going to be the
same answer over and over.
Because it's the strategy. It has a nearly 100% success rate. There is no reason for it to change. And so when I'm doing something, and even though there are going to be some little nuances, and mostly ticker by ticker, some of the tickers are going to have certain moves, like my Netflix. I know Netflix has a certain move and it does it a couple times a day, and it's not going to move like this other ticker. Or one we look at it a lot, JP Morgan or Apple. We're looking at puts. It hasn't set up yet. I think it was just getting ready. But we're looking at them, and then there are going to be these little things on your daily chart, that resistance levels, right, that will show you. But after a while, it just becomes like second nature, right?
Yeah.
Because you're doing it over and over and over and over. I mean, how valuable for you has it been to be able to not just be live with me, but to be able to get that practice in real time during your real market session? How valuable would you say that is?
Yeah, because it keeps you out of just trying to be in study mode and theorize, but it's just hit the ground running. We're a nice sized group in there too, where we're all visible. So if anyone is trying to shy away, it's like you cultivate it where it's like not allowed to just shy away. Like
there is no suffering in silence, right? I make you guys sign that thing that says, I will not suffer in silence. I want you to learn. Yep.
That's exactly so right. We all show up and we do what we need to do to learn the skill. And you are very good with tough love when we need it. You're good with celebrating us when we need it. And just being that encourager, supporter, and mentor to us that is crucial in learning this skill. So those daily sessions are so profound. And I love when, like, let's say if I were to pick a trade and then you go trade it, that builds my confidence too, because it's like, oh, wow, she wants to trade what I picked out. But that happens.
Because when you guys get it, like there's one of my guys in there, and I won't mention your name, you know who you are if you're watching it. I just asked him, I'm like, hey, did you take XOM? Because I know XOM is Ayikaile, that's yours.
I used to do that, yep.
But it's set up perfectly yesterday, and because my alert went off. I happened to be here and the alert went off, and I looked at it and I was like, oh yeah, perfect, I'm going to take that. And I'm like, I hope he took it. And then later
that used to happen when a lot of us are newer to taking our first trade. We would pick something out and then you would take it and be like, did you take it? And we're like, no, but then that would just be confirmation, like, go get it, do it,
Right.
So
because you're skilled, you see something and I look at it and go, yeah, that's perfect, right? For you to be doing it, choosing the same fibs I would choose, choosing the same options I would choose, it's like, oh yeah, that's perfect, let's take it.
Just
You know
take
what I
it.
mean? And let yourself take it because you know what to do. That's
Mhm.
the key. I mean, you built your confidence as a trader, you build your competence, right? And then that just keeps growing because and it happens by picking up the bat and swinging, not by sitting in a corner and hoping you get it, but really, right, as you said, you have a question, you get on the mic. There are no simple or silly questions. There are no stupid questions. Like, as I said, as adults, sometimes we don't want to look bad. We don't want to look stupid. We don't want, it's like in our environment, this is your training ground. So you come in and you learn. The best thing you can do is just dive out, dive out here and
It's
don't
true.
care how you look, right?
Yeah.
Don't care what
Yeah.
anybody else is doing. You came in here to learn this skill and you're going to walk away with this skill. And the best way to do it is to pick up the bat and swing. I can only coach you in action. Once I see what you're doing, then I can help you make the necessary adjustments, right?
Right.
And you have been so brilliantly coachable. Really, it's been such a joy working with you. Really, most people, I think everybody right now in the ninja room, right? The early days, there were some folks who came in not so coachable. Well, I'm just going to show you this, right? But you being open, being coachable, being absolutely committed, being determined, right?
Thank
Even
you.
when you struggled, like even when you fell, you got back up and you dusted yourself off, and you would trip and you got back up and like in your openness and just saying, look, your transparency, look, here's where I'm at. Like, here's what's going on. Okay, what do we need to do to make any necessary adjustments with you? Do you know what I mean? But that's because you didn't sit back and suffer in silence. You tried a little bit,
I tried a little. Yes, true.
but that doesn't work here, right?
It doesn't work. No, it's not an environment for that. And you say it up front. You call us
Yes.
on, so.
Yes. And so really watching you progress along this path, it's really been awesome, and I'm like, I still have it in my mind, in the back of the mind. I'm looking for a spot for you over here, but I'm just saying that. I'm just saying.
Okay.
I start putting things out in the universe. I'm building my future team.
Oh, wow, love it, love it.
I'm just saying. But
Yeah.
anyway, it's really been super, super awesome having you. And I love to watch your progress. I love everybody's progress, but I love to watch your progress and know that it's only going to get better from here. Right.
Yeah.
And I'm looking forward to your like, oh my God, I just made $5,000 today. I can't wait. When I hear some of my mastery people, it's like I hit 5,000, I hit 2,500 in one trade. I'm like, of course you did.
I love it. And it's already happened. Like I already see the steps for me to get there, and it's already there. So,
well, because you have the skill, right? And you notice once you know the option, you know the skill, you know which option to choose, it just becomes a matter of scaling.
Scaling, yeah.
Once you know what you're doing, now it's like you're no longer buying one or two, you're buying 25, 50 of them. Same move. Like I'm still trading $4 options. I'm not trading $20 options.
Yeah.
I'm just trading a whole bunch more of them. And so when we're looking at them, we're trading in the room. It's like, okay, this one's $3. I'm going to buy 30 of them. It's like it's the same dollar move, but 30 of them is going to give me $3,000. Right? Right? $10 today, $100 tomorrow, $1,000, 10,000.
It's that simple.
Scaling.
I already see it. It's already there. It's already done.
I know it is done. It is done. And so it is, my friend. So I'm going to, it looks like we're a little bit over. I think we're supposed to be half an hour. So we'll wrap it up now. But any words of wisdom, anything you want to say to anybody who might be out there on the fence or thinking, oh my God, 10K, that's a lot of money. Talk to those people for me.
It's just a decision. To me, I don't even see a fence. It's either a yes or no. Like you either want to advance your finances in a brilliant way or not. And when you decide that, yes, you do, you just, first of all, make the decision and then get resourceful, get to that point where you're accessing things to get you on this side. So, I mean, it's that simple to me. Because my background's in finance, like I said, and I do see there's a divide where there's going to be a point where all of our economies are pushing either rich or poor. There's just going to be this divide, and
there is a line happening. In
Yes,
case you guys weren't aware, that's what you're saying.
it's
There's a
there.
divide happening, and
It's
you're going to decide what side
which
you're on.
side you're going to be on. Yeah.
Have you
And then,
watched the Inside Job? Have you watched that
I
documentary
haven't,
based on
I
the
think I watched that a while back.
yeah the
Yeah,
2008 crash?
yeah, yeah,
Right, and
yes,
all
yes,
those people who got, I was in that, I was a broker, I was a real estate broker during that time, and
right.
I remember what was happening then, and I remember just shaking my head and being so grateful that I was on this side,
This side,
where
yeah.
in the sense of I had prepared some things so we weren't affected by it the way thousands and thousands and thousands of people lost their job, lost their pension, lost their, it's like here, this particular skill is one of those that's
Mm,
like recession proof in the sense
yeah,
of you take control of your financial future. You decide how much you want to make. You want to match your salary in one trade a day? Great. You want to open up future possibilities for yourself so that if shit hits the fan, which it will,
it is.
but right now there is no security. We're not in our parents or grandparents' time where you could retire a millionaire because you worked your ass off for 60 years and you stayed in the same job. You might have advanced once, and I mean, these were my in-laws and they retired very wealthy, but those times don't exist.
No.
We're not in that. There is no safety and security with when it's up to somebody else to hold your financial future in their hands.
No.
Right? It's like this is one way for you to take control, take charge, and know that you have a choice. You always have a choice.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
not up to somebody else. It's
Right.
up to you and how your future goes. And you have to look at it and go, okay, if 5 years from now, 10 years from now, even a year from now, what is my future going to look like? What's life look like for me? If I do nothing different, whether you come over here or not, but if I do nothing different, what's it going to look like? And you can know you're going to have more energy or less. Are you more happy or less? Or you have more money or less? You know right away. If you do nothing different, what's that going to look like? And then if you do something else, you come over and you come in and you learn how to ninja trade, or you go do something that you were meant to do on this planet, right? It's like everybody has a purpose, everybody has a mission. And like you were saying, what I do is very easy. It's like once I understand what your purpose is, now I'm just going to show you how to finance that purpose by taking it out of the markets. That's
Yeah,
it. One
that's it.
ninja trade at a
One at a
time.
time. And I'll
Right?
I'll just add that to like
Yeah.
one thing that I could speak to is being a business owner. And I'd say this is like a perfect companion source of income if you're growing your business. Like I
Yes.
could specifically speak to that in terms of that community. Like if
Yes.
you're looking to transition, or if you're even looking to transition from employee to business owner, or, I feel like everyone nowadays has something in their heart that they're
Yep.
trying to add to the world. And to me, this option in terms of learning options is like a companion source of income that you'd probably really want to look closely into.
Yeah. Take a closer look.
Yeah.
So stop leaving money on the table.
Yeah.
All right, Ayikaile, I'm going to let you go. Thank you so much. It's been my absolute pleasure, my honor to serve you in this way. And I know we've only just begun.
Right.
And so I'm looking forward to the next phases of your journey together. All right, my friend.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for coming. Thank you. And
Yes.
I will see you again soon. Big love. All right,
Big love.
everybody.
Take care. Bye.